Hi, Firebirds. We are going to do story number 5 from our problem-solving book. This is Betty Talks About Donna. So here we've got Betty and Donna. So I'm going to tell you this story, and we're going to talk about it. You don't need any pencil or paper today, only someone to talk with. All right. Betty always says bad things about Donna. She doesn't like Donna because Donna always gets good grades. Betty doesn't want Donna to have any friends. Right now, she is telling the neighbors that Donna is a bad person. Donna is not a bad person, and she doesn't want Betty to say mean things about her. Okay, so this is a really sad situation here where we've got Betty is saying bad things about Donna because she doesn't want her to have any friends. And why doesn't she want her to have any friends? It's a really interesting thing that we have to talk about. I think there are a lot of feelings going on here. So the first question I have is, why does Betty always say bad things about Donna? So why is she saying bad things about her? I think that there's more to it than she just doesn't want her to have any friends, because that's not a very nice thing. If we go back to the beginning of the story, it says, Betty always says bad things about Donna. She doesn't like Donna because Donna always gets good grades. So Betty is having a feeling about Donna. She's feeling kind of jealous that Donna has good grades. And so she doesn't like her. So I think that there's something that we're going to have to solve so that Betty can change her feelings about Donna. So how do you think Donna feels when, about Donna's over here. How do you think that Donna feels when Betty says bad things about her? Let's look at her face a little bit. So here's Donna. We've got these lines coming off of her head that's showing us that she's having lots of thoughts in her brain. And then her face, if we look, she's kind of got a frown. Her hands are on her hips. Look at her eyebrows, though. We talked about in our last video when her eyebrows were down, it meant angry. Her eyebrows are up and her hands are on her hips. So what feeling do you think she's feeling? And let's try and be a little bit more complicated than just happy, sad, or mad. Let's think about one of those bigger vocabulary emotion words off of our RTI list. So what do you think that Donna should do? There are a couple of different things that Donna should do. First, she should probably say something, right? Because if Betty is continuing to say all of these things about Donna, I don't think that it's a problem that she should just ignore. I think that she should try to solve the problem. She might need help. She might be able to do it on her own. What do you think that she could do or say? Number 4, what would you do if someone at school didn't want you to have any friends? So now the question is, if you were Donna, if you were at school and someone was trying to keep you from having friends, what would you do? What do you think your strengths would be in solving this problem? And then the last question, number 5, says, what would you do if you heard someone saying bad things about your friend? So what if you were one of these kids here and someone was saying something bad about your friend? What would you do? What do you think would be the best solution for you to do? What could we do to help solve that problem? Okay, after you've thought about those, I have an idea. I think that Betty here, I think that she's feeling kind of jealous. I think that she is jealous that Donna gets good grades. Now, what do we know about good grades? How do we get good grades? It's all about trying our best, trying our hardest, asking for help when we need it. So I'm wondering if maybe Betty needs some help and she hasn't asked for any help. So after we do our problem solving, however it is that you think that we could solve the problem so that Betty stops saying mean things about Donna, I'm wondering if we could try to start a new friendship between these two girls, and maybe they could do some of their schoolwork together if they're in the same class. Maybe that would help Betty feel a little bit more confident, a little bit better about herself, and she could become friends with Donna. Maybe Donna could help her. And that way they would be able to say nice things about each other. Now, that's not always the solution. It's not always the best idea to try and become new friends with someone who is saying something mean about you, but it could be a good place to start if you don't have any other ideas, because usually people are not mean because they like to be mean. Usually that there's some kind of feeling, some hurting feeling that they don't know how to solve. So that would be my idea of how to help this whole problem. So whatever you came up with, share it with me, send me a picture. Hopefully you have some good conversations with your families that are home with you. Miss you guys. See you in the next video.